When will they find out that I'm not good enough? That's the question that keeps running through my head as I realize that despite everything I have achieved in my life, I don't feel I deserve any of it. That was 13 years ago. And at that point, I had been performing as a ballet dancer and later on as an actor and as a singer for well over 20 years. And I am now standing in my kitchen with my partner, reading out my CV to me, asking me, Gido, after 2 decades in a career that most of our friends wish they had, dancing for the Bavarian State Ballet, touring from Broadway to China, playing lead characters in musicals like Cats and Mamma Mia, when will you finally believe that you are worthy? I can't, I hear myself reply, because none of what you just said actually counts. You see, I danced those roles at the ballet only because I was a good partner. And I sang my first part in a musical because the director just kind of liked me. And then I got the next part because they couldn't find anyone else. And then it hits me. Do I really have an excuse why nothing I have ever achieved in my life counts or has any value? No wonder I'm not happy. I do realize now that the problem might actually be inside my head. And so I start taking more action. Outside things, as I call them now, acting classes, singing classes, dialect coaching. I train my body to make myself better. But despite all of that work, the question in my head always remains, when will they find out that I'm actually not good enough? And with every attempt to make it better, it just seems to get worse. Sure, after that moment in the kitchen, I know in my head that I achieved a lot of the things that I set out to do. But in here, I can't feel any of it. And that stress now seeps into my private life. In my relationship, I start closing off and I pull away. I can't accept any of the help that is being offered. And the love that was supposed to last forever eventually breaks up. I feel like I'm drowning no matter how hard I swim and nothing works anymore. And at the age of 41, I share a flat with a stranger, working phones in a call center, selling magazine subscriptions. How did I get here? I had good things going for me. People kept talking about all that potential I was supposed to have. And yet my belief that I'm not good enough finally gets to prove itself right. But at the same time, I notice a new voice bubbling up inside my head, and it whispers, maybe you are looking in the wrong direction. What if you are good enough, you just haven't learned how to accept it? And following that voice, I learned to forgive and to let go and to reprogram those beliefs that have kept me small for so long. And as a result, I'm being invited to audition again for my favorite part in that little show called Cats. And I remember a friend of mine saying, Guido, are you sure you want to go in for that? You have so much trauma with being rejected for that part. Yes, because I've changed. I worked through all my trauma and those fears and those demons that kept trying to claw me back. And so I walk into that audition, and the first thing I notice is I feel completely different. And the panel actually wants me to do well. And to make a long story short, I do get the part. But that isn't the gift for me. The gift for me is on opening night, when I walk onto that stage and for the first time in 25 years, I feel I have a right to be here. I needed to share that with the world. Many years later, when I was already coaching, one of Europe's top football players said to me, Guido, I have the money, the fame, the house, the wife. I play for my favorite club. I thought I would be happy now. And that pains me when everyone else out there sees how magnificent you are in what you do, but how you feel about it is completely misaligned. It pains me because maybe we are going for the wrong thing. Sure, it's great landing your dream job and achieving your goals, but isn't the true breakthrough when you actually feel you deserve it, when you get to enjoy it without wondering, am I good enough? Because chances are you already are good enough. Chances are everyone else around you already knows it, and now it's your time to lean in and accept it, because the world does not need you to get better. The world needs you to enjoy your gift and your talent so you actually share it.